What's up, everybody? Christian James here. Today's video. Crazy broad in the whatever podcast charges money to help them with their low vibrations. I don't know what the hell that means, and I'm a fucking man. Let's get into it.
I had about a 10-year relationship, a typical marriage, the whole thing. Had my kids with that guy. We got divorced 5 years ago. So I left him, and then I now am all of the above. I don't agree to, I just go with the flow. I go with the Coochie Flow, you could say. I do whatever I want.
What does that mean?
It just means that I basically allow partners or men to prove themselves to me. So
Fellas, unless the woman's your boss, and women should never be your boss, you don't have to prove yourself to women. Look, men are the prize. We built the world. We control everything. We make everything safe. We protect women from other men. We protect women from animals. We protect children. We protect other weak men. Men are the prize. Women are not the prize. I can impregnate every woman in the world. In a year, if I was able to, I could have 1 million babies. Women can have one. Women are telling the world because of their beauty, and this is a very true statement, beauty is a short-lived tyranny, that they are the prize. They're not the prize. You don't have to prove yourself to a woman. If you choose to prove yourself to a woman, then you're a cuck. Do you understand? Let's continue.
To any sort of structure of a relationship, I just go out and have the connections and things that I desire, and then I let men, if they would like to try to be a husband or something to me, I basically give them the price of that, whether that's with how much time I want of them, how much sex I want, how much money I want. I just put it to each man, and I allow them to kind of rise to the top with whatever ones have a more, what you would consider a dating relationship with me, or a sexual relationship, or a friends with benefits.
Do you see how in 3 different ways she called herself a hooker? Whether it's they give me money, sex, friends with benefits, husband, but it's all relating around what they can give her, which is typically money and sex. She's a hooker. She looks to be about 40. She got divorced 5 years ago, had a 10-year marriage, so was off the market for 10 years, decided somehow as she got 10 years older and had babies that she was worth more than she used to be, and is now out there essentially going after cucks and weak men and taking their money, and then all the men that she wants won't give her the time of day. If a woman tells you that you have to pay for her time, she's nothing but a hooker or a therapist.
Basically the same way that you would do business negotiations. So a man comes to me and let's say he wants to take me out, and I read vibes very well. So I know that that means I would like to take you to dinner, I would like to give you some drinks, I would like to take you back and have sex with you.
I read vibes very well. Bitch, you don't read vibes well. All men want to smash. If they don't want to smash you, they want to smash other men. All dudes want to smash. Look at dudes in the gay community. They're not going on all these extravagant dates. They're not buying all this shit. They're just... Because that's how dudes really are. Whether you're straight or whether you're gay. Dudes are dudes, and dudes want to smash. So you're like, I read his vibration, and his vibration said, vibrate me from the inside out. That's because that's what all men do, you fucking half-wit.
I set the price for judging on his character, where he's at in life, his vibe, the whole thing. I say, okay, if that's what you want from me, then it's going to cost you my rent this month. Let's say he's a very kind of low vibe guy, and I read that, and it's not somebody I would really want to have a relationship with, but I need my rent paid, and I got a little bit of time.
Hooker.
So I give him that price. He either agrees to it, and I go on the date with him, and then I never agree to doing anything sexual with people unless that's what my body wants to do at the real time. So I make that clear to the man. Go to the dinner with him, he paid my rent, let's say, and let's say I'm not feeling it. I say, thank you very much, I had a great time. You got your couple hours with me, you got to have a nice conversation, I probably gave you some great ideas for your business.
Young fellas, old fellas, gay fellas, all fellas, stay away from women like this. She overvalues herself and she lies. No man is paying your rent unless your rent is fucking Filipino rent in the Philippines for 3 cents US. No man is paying your rent. No man is taking a woman out who looks like you and is paying your rent. Look, I'm with a girl. My girlfriend has kids. My girlfriend, way better looking than her, and I already so have my own kids. At no point ever be like, look, Daddy, that's what she calls me. You got to pay me to spend. Bitch, are you out of your mind? You come with added stress. You come with added work. You come with children. And the idea that this woman here is like, no, I tell you, pay my rent. You pay my rent and I give you good business ideas. Do you really think I own my business? Do you really think men who own business are taking women like her out? If you're a man who's a top tier man or trying to get to the top tier, you don't pay anybody for their time unless they're a therapist, a mechanic, or somebody trying to learn from. The fuck are you going to learn from a hooker over here? Oh, I was married for 10 years, and then I got old, and I had a midlife crisis, and I divorced him, and he was probably a really good man. And then I decided I can't survive on my own, so I'm going to turn into a hooker, but I'm not going to call myself a hooker. I'm going to call myself a vibration expert.
Or all the way to, I really like the guy, good quality man. I ask him to take me to ice cream, and then I sleep with him whenever I want to sleep with him. That type of thing. So it just depends on what you're bringing me.
And so you said that the price for that is your rent.
No, it just
Is
depends
that
on
like
the man.
SoCal rent or Texas rent?
It's $2,700 SoCal rent.
You're okay. So for a man to spend a night with you, the cost is $2,700.
It just depends on the man. Some men are my friends, and I like having sex with them, and I feel safe with them, and they might bring me a burrito, and we fuck.
All right, ugly dude, so you heard her. If you're short, you're ugly, you're fat, you don't have a lot of money, she wants all your money, and she's going to take it all to give you any of her time. She's a hooker. But if you're tall and successful and you bring her a burrito, then you can just smash her and pass. Nobody out there. Look, if you're buying a burrito, let's just say you're buying a nice burrito, $11.99, big ass burrito from like Mucho Burrito or some cool place in LA, and then the next dude's paying $2,700 to hang out with her. She's just insane. She's lying. None of this makes any sense. One dude brings me a burrito, I'll let him smash. The other dude pays my rent, I give him business ideas. Huh?
If I can say that. Some men,
That's
like
fine.
I said, their vibration, their energy is very kind of toxic and low vibration, and that's my test. It's kind of like women test men, right? So however we do it, we all do it. We see how much attention he's going to give us. We see how available he is or not. We see if he lives with his mother. We see if he has a
How much does it cost if he lives with his mom? Does it cost more or less? Like, do you do charity? Like, 'cause
Okay,
maybe-
so I'll give you an example. So I have all these guys in their 20s sliding into my DMs, and they want to go out with me. So what I'm doing is I understand this is not a man I'm going to sleep with. This is not a man I'm ever going to think of as a husband. But you know what? I like that he shot his shot. And you know what? This guy, with where he's at in life, logically, he needs to be going and getting himself like a single mom stripper. And so I think logically, okay, let me help raise this man up. And what I say is, I just did this, 27-year-old man.
Did you all see that? Andrew and myself had the exact same facial expression at the exact same time. What in the world are you talking about? He needs to go get himself a stripper single mom. Huh? So you need a girl who gets fondled by other dudes to pay the bills, who has very low self-esteem. She's low class. And I know the thing is, I'm stripping to pay for college. Yeah, that's what we heard in the 90s. Shut up. You're stripping to get to OnlyFans and to get into porn, right? This is a crazy person. She's just lying. And when you see a person, when they're looking up like this, they're thinking of things that aren't true. If you tell someone a story that's a true story, you're like, nah, no, she's lying. Everything she has said is a lie. She's essentially promoting herself on whatever as a hooker. What a lot of women do. But this one's just outright saying, I'm a hooker.
Maybe he has an apartment or some roommates. Maybe he lives with his parents, but he's at that phase of life. You can't afford a woman like me. So I agree to, what can he afford? He could afford to take me to lunch. So I say, listen, I'll meet you for lunch. My son needs new summer clothes, like summer shorts. How about this? I'll meet you for lunch. You can have me for like 2 hours, and we can just, on Amazon right there, you can order my son the stuff he wants, because you need to practice providing for that child of that single mom that's at your level.
What? You need to practice. Okay, hold on. All right, people. Let's see. Let's see how hard this is. Okay, I got Amazon on my phone. Wait a minute. Where's the app? Where's the app? Where's the app? I need to practice shorts. All right, fellas. I got through it. I figured it out. I practiced. I found shorts on Amazon. That shit was difficult. What in the fuck are you talking about? All she's trying to pretend to do is to train men to take care of women who can't take care of themselves. Women like her are the reason for alimony, and alimony is thousands of years old. It really is. It dates back forever. It's before Jesus. Because I get it. If you were a woman, anytime before probably early 1900s, late 1800s, and a man left you, there was no ability to take care of yourself. Like, what are you going to do? 2,000 years ago, you're going to be a soldier? No, you're going to be a hooker. And moms shouldn't be hookers. Hookers should be hookers, and they shouldn't be moms. This woman is a lunatic, and I cannot wait. And I know I keep interrupting to put my points out because she's just a fucking wingnut. I'm trying to tell you young fellas out there and old fellas who aren't experienced with women, stay away from women like her. Listen to me, fellas. I've been there. I've done that. Differences I did a long time ago, and I ain't a dude you can tell what to do. Buy my son shit. Here you go. Here's a true story, right? And this is like, look. Okay. I'll find a video. I'll find a photo of this. I was 21 or 22, and this girl Shannon I was dating, and I can get her to verify the story. She got an inheritance check, and she's like, Christian, I want to buy you some clothes. All right, I need a pair of jeans. I don't want to buy you jeans. You already wear jeans. You own jeans. Okay. So we go to this place called, it wasn't the Jump Off, but I don't remember what it was called. And Nietzsche, back in 2004-ish, she bought me a crushed velvet Nietzsche suit valued over $400. Today it'd be what, like 6 and change? We're walking down the street at the brand new crushed velvet outfit. Like, hey, I need shoes to go with this. I'm not buying you shoes to go with this. I opened my hand, and in the middle of the walkway, I dropped the bag and continued to walk. She ran back, got the bag, bought me shoes. Point being, I forgot my actual point, but the cool fucking story.
So let me help you practice. And then I'm going to even coach you through how to have eyes for the woman that you're qualified to be with right now. And then I tell him, she's a stripper. She's a stripper at a strip club. She's a single mom. She probably has one little kid. And these are the things that you want to look for of being able to tell the good women versus the toxic just strippers who are just career strippers and they're just working you for their money, because there's signs of how to know. There's signs of how to tell a good woman, even if she's in a non-traditional profession. There are signs there. So I will coach this young man through that. That in and of itself is literally worth thousands of dollars of my consulting.
It's not worth anything. You're not worth anything. You're not worth your kid's shorts. You're not worth your rent. You're worth nothing. Your ass should have stayed fucking married, but I bet you he divorced you, dumbass. You think telling men basic information on to look for good women over bad women. Also, here's a good way to indicate they're not likely a bad woman. Don't pick sex workers.
Agreed to do it for a lunch and maybe $100 of buying my son his summer clothes. Now, if he agrees to it, what a brilliant freaking guy.
Word.
If he doesn't, we don't go on the date. He loses it. So that's how I do it.
You mentioned low vibration.
Yes.
What is a low vibration?
Okay, so we are all actually vibrating energy. We are not solid form. We are literally atoms. We are a cluster of atoms that appears to be solid, but there is space in between each atom and it's vibrating, right? So what we are calling emotion, that's an energetic vibrational frequency. So shame carries a particular frequency, for example. And the thing is, we have not been taught how to properly process or handle any of these more difficult feeling emotions. Think when you get embarrassed and your cheeks flush. It has a physical effect on our body, these different emotions, right? So we have not been taught that it's okay to feel shame or embarrassment. So when it comes, it's supposed to just correct us. It's supposed to say, hey, you might want to put a sweatshirt on.
Say that you attract your vibration.
Exactly. So when I say
does that mean that you're attracting these low vibration men because you're low vibration?
No,
By
here's
your
the thing.
logic, 'cause I don't believe in that.
You can't control the energy coming at you. What you can control is which energy you allow into your close space. So when these low vibration guys come, so they're stuck in their childhood issues. So they are stuck in shame, they are stuck in fear, they are stuck in scarcity, they are stuck in pride, ego, all of this. So it makes a low vibration because these things are literally weighing them down.
No idea what the hell she's talking about. No idea how to be a man, but she thinks she understands. I bet you she has I bet you she's a mom with boys, and I bet you those boys are fucked. Look, if you're a childish man, grow up. If you're a woman like her, grow up. Vibrations. Shame is not a vibration. Shame is because you realize, look, people call it fat shaming, right? I cannot make you feel shame. You're ashamed of something you've done. I can tell you something you did was shameful, but if you don't feel shame, it's because you're not embarrassed about what you did. Like, I'm sure there's been times in life where people are like, oh, that's shameful, and I gave 0 fucks. Right? That's just how it works. Do not, and I repeat this, fellas and ladies, do not become a man who was raised to be a man by a woman. Do not listen to... Women will tell men how to be the men they want to date, not how to be actual men. There's a reason why we always pick their suitors. They can't see shit when it comes to men. Oh, he dresses really nice. Oh, wolf in sheep's clothing. Oh, Christian, you're wearing muscle shirts and tank tops and you look mean, therefore you have to be violent. Yes, because this is a good thing to wear to get people close to you to hurt them. Or watch out for a wolf in sheep's clothing. Not a dude who's painfully obvious that he is who he is and he's trying to hide it from anybody. I can shave this off. I can put on a suit. I look very unthreatening. But why do I want to look unthreatening? Again, it's like, right, Little Red Riding Hood. The wolf put on the grandmother's clothes to get Little Red Riding Hood close to her. A wolf in sheep's clothing.
And
They can only attract low vibration
exactly.
people.
So if he's coming at me and I'm essentially inviting him to raise his vibration, I'm inviting him to trust a healthy woman who knows him, can see through him, and can
But by
raise
that
him
logic, he would only be able to attract you if you were a healthy woman, he would only be able to attract you if he was healthy. But because he's not healthy, he's attracting you.
No, because he's unhealthy, he says no to the deal. If he was willing to step up and be a little bit healthier, he would agree to the deal.
But if you're high vibration, why would you agree to that deal? If you're that,
I didn't agree to it.
Isn't that going to lower your
Because I
vibration?
have the wisdom over the years to know how high to set the price. So that's how I weed the men out.
Okay.
So this guy, for example, he was so low vibration, he wasn't even willing to spend $150 to spend an afternoon with a woman like.
That's right, fellas. You heard it. If you're not willing to give a woman $100 to $150 for their kid, which you're not responsible for and you don't fucking know, you're low vibration. But if you're a cuck and you give her your whole paycheck, you're on the way to being a high vibration man. Of course, I don't know how you succeed when you're always broke and you need that money to have resources to accomplish things like have a car to get to work to make more money, have a car to take courses to upgrade yourself, have money to get a haircut, to get nice clothes for a job interview. But hey, if you give it to hooker over here, you'll be high vibrations because she'll fucking vibrate your dick right in her mouth.
Low vibe shit.
No, I was gonna say 150 on a first date is kind of wild.
Well, when you get to my level,
on a first date,
that's nothing. Normal first dates for me are thousands of dollars.
that's insane. That's not really what's happening.
Usually it's like free to
to go to the
have people's
beach,
time.
like
Like a
like
walk
it's
is
just
just
a first
fun.
date. You're getting to know the person. This isn't like you're my girlfriend. I'm gonna spend thousands of dollars on you.
But here's the thing: when you're an expert psychoanalyst,
I'd like to point out the person who said when you're embarrassed your cheeks turn red, her cheeks are turning red as fuck.
you know the person
That's
instantly.
true. Yeah.
So I have that gift.
But what if
I don't need all this time to get to know a man. I don't need it. I know right away. Almost like what you would think of as a psychic, right into you, right away. I know exactly what you got going on because I'm such a master at the human psyche. I'm very educated. Again, I'm not a typical woman walking around. I can coach women through some basic skills. You don't have to be my level. But it's street smarts. You read vibes. You don't read what they say. You're reading between the lines, ladies, and that's how you do the choosing. These guys are marketing. They're using sleazy marketing tactics to sell you some shit. Don't buy that shit. Read the vibe.
Excuse me, I have a
They're buying
question.
your shit,
What if he doesn't have the skills that you have, and he
Then
can't
I'm
read
not
between
his
the
girl.
lines?
then you might be his girl, or you might be his
I'm
girl.
definitely not his girl.
Right? But you
And
see what I'm
how do
saying?
you-
There's
how do you
plenty
let
of
him
variety
down?
out
But
there.
why don't you just go for a man that's on your caliber?
I do.
Like, what's the
I
point
do.
of
That's how
entertaining-
you-
I know, but what's the point of entertaining
'Cause
these
it's a
guys that
business.
you know are
It's a business.
pathetic?
I don't entertain them.
But you do. You allow them to take you out on dates and pay
No,
for
no,
your
no.
son's
That's
You
clothes.
didn't
and
very
clothes.
understand. No, you didn't understand. He didn't accept, so I didn't go.
But if he did accept, why entertain that? You know, that's a pitiful man. He's not even
my
important
son
enough
needs
to.
his fucking basketball shorts.
I know, but that's what a job is for.
That is my
Or
job.
you go for a good man that can afford your son and is okay with you having other children, and he can take care of you and
I
the
think
kids.
you're missing the point. I'm a consultant and a sex and relationship coach. This is my business.
Okay, but we're talking in dating.
Yeah, but we're talking like
we're
yeah.
talking in
I
dating.
run my dating life
Uh-huh.
as my business. Kill two birds.
Just say you're a hooker.
I make
Dating
my
is
money
nice.
dating,
That
in a
makes
sense.
Okay.
I make my money dating. And then, like right now, one of my clients, he's the husband with benefits type of guy. He pays my bills if I need. He takes me on nice trips. We talk to each other. He helps me with business connections. He gets what he wants, and I get
Can
what
you
I want.
can you explain for me, because I've been listening for a little bit, how you would distinguish yourself from a prostitute?
It's honestly not. It's the same type of energy exchange. We call it whatever you want. I have no taboo about it. We're all doing that. You're going to your job, clocking in, clocking out, doing something that you don't necessarily want to do. Guess what I get to do? I only do things I want to do.
So that sounds like a sugar relationship then.
I mean, you can call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It's just an energy exchange, and that's how you do it. And honestly, if you think about it, this is how we do everything in life. Everything's a negotiation. Here's my energy. What are you willing to give me in exchange for this energy?
But you say you're like a dating and relationship coach, right? So how is it that you're going about having shallow interactions, like looking at transactions?
There's nothing
but
shallow about me,
thinking
honey.
you're
There's
a
nothing.
relationship dating expert when
Because
that's not love.
I
That's a business.
I'm not operating on love. I'm operating on a business. And if I fall in love in doing my business, like I have friends, like I said, I have friends with benefits. I love them.
Ladies, fellas, whatever. If men have sex with you and they're your friend with benefits, they're your friend after 2 a.m. They're your friend when they know they're coming home late from the bar. They're your friend when they're sad and they want a blowy. They're not your friend. They don't care about you. They care about one small piece of you, and then if you have two nice pieces up here, they'll care about that. Other than that, they don't give a flying fuck about you. You're essentially like a human condom.
There's energy, there's whatever. But when I have strangers that I've never met, this is my testing process. I'm going to treat you like this is a job. This is my profession. If you agree and you pass my test and you show me you're a good man, then guess what? Things change.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just trying to understand and process everything.
I think we all are.
What if he is trying to distinguish you as well?
I don't
Should
play that
he-
fucking game. I have
should
nothing
he-
to prove. I have
Should,
to.
no, no, but yeah, okay.
It's true, girls. It's our
Uh-huh.
commodity.
No, like, but
Your
to-
body
to
is
spend
your most
100
precious.
She's right to an extent, but let's say you own a RollsRoyce, okay? You bought a nice RollsRoyce, and then you let every fucking person in the world drive it and beat it up a little bit. It's still a RollsRoyce. But is it really the RollsRoyce that you want to get in, that you want to be in, that you want to show your friends off to? No. It's a RollsRoyce that you'll drive in the dark on a dirt road that no one's going to see you in. That's what she is. That's exactly what she is.
It is. It 100%.
on
It
a
creates
first date.
life, girls.
100%.
Oh, of course.
It creates life. Without my body, this human population wouldn't continue.
So what's gonna
Same
happen
with
when you're
yours.
80 and nobody is gonna be in that?
My
Or you
will
can't.
still
What if
be-
medically? What if medically you can't? Because
Guess
that
what?
happens. I work with seniors, and
But
there's a
guess
lot
what?
of seniors that
I
cannot
got a
have
hand.
sex.
I got a mouth.
Yeah, but
I have.
nobody wants to actually die alone.
I'm
Nobody.
not gonna die alone. Are you kidding me? I'm surrounded by people who love
I know, but
me.
you're talking
have
about
children.
a hand. Like, your own hand is not the same as a man that actually loves you and holding you and being around you.
I
Like,
have
it's not the
those
same.
guys who love
I
me.
used to
I know,
take
but-
care of a 99-year-old man, and he had all the money, billionaire.
Yeah.
No, he never got married,
Uh-huh.
never had kids. So when he died, the money went to his fourth cousin that he never met. His wraparound terrace penthouse in New York City went to the state. And
So it went to the state. It didn't go to his family.
It was going to go to the state. It went to the fourth cousin because they found someone that was
They had to
related
find
him.
someone.
But he never met the guy.
That's pretty sad.
He-
Yeah, but that's
he
sad.
assumed it's
You
gonna
don't
go
even
to the
have any
state.
children to bring that money down to. They could just
And
take
it's
that
so
money and start
sad
businesses or.
So
Like,
imagine
he doesn't
there's a bunch of
anybody.
these guys out here, ladies, who
What
are
did you work
just
your whole
looking for
life for?
companionship. They're honestly just looking for companionship because they thought that life was about money. So they spent their whole lives chasing money only to end up realizing, I just actually want companionship. So when I say, see, what I'm really meaning is feminine energy. Feminine energy is so valuable. And at
You see how Andrew didn't get a word? You can see all the women are essentially just trying to deal with her because she's an idiot. Look, she's a hooker. She admitted she's a hooker. She has no vibrations. If they throw a hot dog down the hallway, I feel sorry for her kids. I feel sorry for anybody who has to deal with her because those dudes who smash her don't care for her, and she's going to die alone. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me in the goddamn comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. This is gross.